Standby screen.
I'm just going to do a random roll and make sure it's actually connecting to Roll20 for a change. Yes, good.
Hey.
That's just on the standby screen, so we're good to go whenever.
Okay, well, I'm ready when everyone else is ready.
Yeah, ready when you are.
Yep. Good to go.
And we're live.
We're live?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Well, good evening. Tonight we'll be playing Curse of Strahd Session 3. We have Asishlus, Christina, Camilla, Lucille, and Prince Remiru who will be debuting here. Can someone please go over what happened last week for our audience?
So last week we somehow managed to survive the big fight of the first session. We finished exploring around the basement and the leftover rooms where we came along some type of altar dedicated to Lorgoth the Decayer. We managed to defeat it in battle and the whole manor started crumbling. We did one of our new challenge portion things. I'm not sure how best to describe it. But we got out of the mansion to be given all of our gear by Strahd, as well as a wine and a carriage to the next town.
That's correct. And when we'd finished, you were all in the carriage, heading into the night. So I'll get some music ready. So the journey's not too long. It takes only about an hour. It's a bit dark to be seeing out of the window, but you can see that there's some fields in the on either side of the road, but mostly it's a fairly uninhabited plain. Soon you can see lights in the distance and the first signs of civilization. There are several houses, and as you navigate through the streets, you can see that while some are in reasonable condition and look to have people living in there are signs of light from inside, a lot of them seem vacant and in various stages of ruin and decay.
But the lights are still
Carriage... Pardon?
But the lights are still on inside them? Or are these ones just dark?
So yes, the ones in the most advanced states of decay, they are completely dark inside.
Okay.
Only the ones that seem suitable to live have signs of light from inside. You soon pull out alongside a fairly large house that has quite a few lights on. Or when I say lights, there are lanterns lit. So if I put you on the map, can you see where you are?
See the map? Where am I? I can see the map. I don't have any tokens on it, unless I'm being
Oh, you
blind.
can feel free to pop a token down.
Oh, okay. It's not one that we're supposed to have tokens on. That's fine. I was just wondering. So we're outside
the carriage. Yeah, somewhere like inside there is where the carriage puts you down. This house does have a low wall around it, but ruin has not spared these walls either, and you can see that they've fallen away in several places. But there are still lanterns lit.
Is there any sign of this being some kind of tavern, or does it look just like a domestic sort of someone's private lodgings?
So this doesn't look like a tavern, and there's a lot of noise coming from within. This looks to be like a fairly grand house, like more of like a manor, and you can see that there is a crest of the outstretched raven, but there is another crest beneath it.
I'm not going in a fancy house. I've got PTSD from fancy houses now.
I was going to say, like, I double check I definitely have my pack and that it contains all of my belongings. I'm like, oh
Yeah.
no, not again.
Again.
I refuse to lose my book again.
The crest below is an amber ox on a shield of deep green.
Well,
Okay. This looks like where he wanted us to go, so should we go and knock?
yeah, I was going to say, I don't think there's anywhere else really for us to go, so we might as well. Yeah, we're going to start
There are
walking.
plenty of houses behind if you wanted to wander the village.
Go
But
find a
if you knock on the door, then it will be open to you. I'll put you on the interior map. And you are allowed in by this man here. So he's a tall looking human, and well, compared with what you've seen previously, he looks almost reassuringly normal. He's dressed reasonably well, but walks with a bit of a limp. He has a glass of what smells like brandy in his hand. He looks at you and says, "And who might you be at this hour?"
Good evening. We're guests of the Duke to this part of the world. His carriage took us outside your front door.
A Starud?
He looks out and sees the carriage. His face fills with recognition, and then a certain sourness. He says, "Very well. I am Burgomaster Kolyanovich." He sighs.
We've got something for you. We've got a letter for you.
Do come in. His eyebrows raise, and he extends a hand.
I'll shake his hand with my snaky claw thing. Oh, you wanted the letter? Thought you were just being polite.
He will take the hand,
Okay.
but if offered, he will also take the letter.
It's like, yeah.
But if he's inviting us in, then yeah, we'll kind of head in. Well, at least Lucille will.
Absolutely. Do you give him the letter?
Yeah, I mean, we purposefully didn't read it, did we?
We did not commit
That's
mail
fine.
fraud.
No.
That's
We're
fine.
not saying that out
He takes
loud.
the letter.
Definitely didn't read your letter.
That's fine. He takes the letter and lets you in. As you come in, you can see that there's a coffin in the room, and it looks to be occupied. There's also all of the windows in this place appear to have been smashed from the outside and boarded up. And whilst a good amount of the glass has been cleared up. Not all of it has. He sits himself down beside a fireplace, next to which there is a discarded book, and then gestures for you to come in.
Thank you. Is this the old Burgermeister in the coffin?
Do you? Sorry, are you asking him?
Oh, yes, sorry, I was asking him.
That's fine. He says, "Yes, I'm afraid that is my father. We have been unable to bury him."
How come you've been unable to bury him?
Our priest has been inconsolable since his son disappeared a year ago. We have done our best to keep my father's remains in good condition, but we need to get him buried.
Is there no one else other than the priest that can bury him?
We would need a religious person, a man of the cloth, to perform the last rites.
We can't just grab a spade. Fair enough.
Are you not able to send for one from the next town over, or?
We have sent a messenger to Valaki, but it would take some time for a priest to be sent.
Yeah, of course. I'm afraid we are unable to help. I don't think any of us are religious. We certainly haven't seemed to be.
Nope.
I should say, when he says religious, he means of a religious order. Either you or he may be individually religious, but
Yeah.
An actual priest. I could make an image of a priest appear, but I'm not sure that's going to do it.
There we go. There's Kamir in there. The burgomaster sighs. Well, we will have to speak to the father, but in the meantime, I'll see what the Count wants from me. He crudely tears open the envelope and tosses it into the fire, and begins to read the letter. His face turns to annoyance, then to anger, then to despair. Then he starts looking at you with some exasperation, and then finally he tears the letter into at least 4 pieces, crumples the pieces into a ball and throws that into the fire as well. Then he begins to rise to his feet and says, "That confounded devil!"
I mean,
First,
I'm not.
Good news.
First he does this to my father, gesturing at the coffin, and now he wants more still.
What does he want? Can we help?
He's insisting on attending the funeral. Well, I cannot keep him out, I suppose.
Yeah, he seemingly he shows up wherever he wants. So
Does he know a holy man?
I'm sure he does.
Go
He's
and chat with
slain
him.
many of them.
Ah,
He turns to you and says, "He has asked that I provide you lodgings at the Blood on the Vine Tavern."
well, that would be greatly appreciated.
He then says, "What are you here for, anyway?"
We kind of awoke in a strange forest, and Strahd said that we were guests for. Trying to remember what was actually in that first letter without looking it up. Now I have to look it up.
I should say, your characters did, to some extent, volunteer to be here. If you remember from the introduction.
Oh yeah, we're tributes from the village of Mistvale.
Tributes.
Mhm.
Honestly, I'm just here for business. I don't know what you guys are doing here.
Mhm.
I mean, personal reasons, but also, yeah, tribute. Whatever that means.
I don't particularly want to be here, but here I am.
The burgomaster sighs. Well, I suppose it's not entirely your fault you're here. Every 10 years, the count insists that some people from outside his realm come. We put them up for some time, and they disappear into the wilds, and we never hear from them again.
So they get killed by something.
Well, eventually they join the ethereal procession.
And literally everyone joins this procession. You know, no one's ever managed to not join.
Well, just because they've joined doesn't mean they haven't left. It is very possible that reviving someone could yank them from the procession.
Sure, I'm just, curious as to see if anyone has ever, I guess,
Just
beaten.
wandered out of Monrovia again. Yeah.
Yeah, or like I say, kind of beat this bit of a game, I guess.
I have not heard of anyone avoiding joining that procession. Death comes for us all in the end.
This is true.
Oh.
But also, there's a first time for everything.
I suppose.
Would you?
Well,
Oh, sorry.
he says, well, I'll be happy to take you to the tavern. I'll probably be doing last orders now, but I'll be able to sort you somewhere to stay.
Yeah, to be fair, somewhere to sleep would be nice. Definitely was partially ingested by a not very nice creature. So, you know, a little nap would be handy.
And a bath.
Also a bath.
Probably.
Ismark makes for the door. It is a bit difficult with his limp, but he takes a walking stick from near the door, and he leads you into the village.
Ask him what happened to his window. Is it connected to your limp?
He nods. I was luckier than father. Intruders came for us in the night.
That be any way related to the priest's son disappearing, do you know?
I don't think so. The priest has been inconsolable for a year, ever since that wizard came and riled everyone into a fervor.
Who?
They He only gave us his initial, M. He said he was from the Arcane Brotherhood.
One of mine.
Whatever that
My,
may be. He riled us into a fury. He said it was possible to put an end to the devil in his castle. Well, such forces as could be mustered here and from Valaki were crushed before the walls. I think only he alone ever made it into the castle.
But
Father
he never came
Donovich's
out.
son was one of those lost.
Ah.
I'm afraid I'm going to ask a rather obvious question, but I feel like it might require a little level of clarification. So, townspeople don't like Strahd. Is that what we're saying here?
So I think a reasonable conclusion from all this is that this guy definitely doesn't like Strahd, and the townsfolk themselves. There's a lot of dissatisfaction, not necessarily universal, but enough that every now and again there's an angry mob.
If we needed to, we might be able to start like a revolution here.
Someone's
Yeah.
tried that. It didn't go well.
Yeah, I was about to say the same
I-
thing.
So we more bide our time, get more of an idea of the lay of the land, and then maybe.
Yeah,
But
you'd need to. No, if we try to start a revolution now, we're all screwed. But once we have a little more experience under our belts, who knows?
it might be a bit fresh in their memory to want to go chasing off down the castle again with pitchforks and torches.
Yeah, I suppose.
Yeah.
The burgomaster keeps leading you down, and soon you come to a busy square. Oh, at some point the carriage leaves, by the way. So I hope you remember to take all your belongings.
Yes, and the bottle of wine.
And the vials, yeah.
Bottle of wine.
Did you take the 5 glasses as well?
Yeah, why not? If they're not going to be serving us in heaven.
Who needs a glass? I'll drink out of the bottle.
So he takes you into Barovia proper. So I'm just using the interior map, so I don't have to switch. So as you come through, you can see that there's a good many buildings with lights on, but still decent amount of those with that have no light at all. The burgomaster passes forlornly beside these decrepit hovels, these deserted houses. As you pass this building here, can you all see where I'm pinging?
Yeah.
He points to that one. The sign on the door says Bildrat's Mercantile. He says, that's our general store. If you're looking for equipment, you'll probably want to be going there at some point. But I'll warn you in advance. Bildrat is the only game in town, and he knows it.
Well, lovely.
There's a reason why our guards all order their spears from Valaki. He then takes you to this building here. Okay. And he pushes the door open. So I'll just get revealed what you can see. But it seems to enter into a bar area. you can, already hear the sounds of a quiet tavern. The name on the door is displayed as the Blood on the Vine Tavern.
Sounds cozy.
And if you want to put some tokens on, I can show you the rest. Okay. So as you go inside, it's fairly late into the night, but there are still some patrons supping on their last mugs. There's a man behind the bar cleaning glasses. A few groups of Barovian patrons, and then sitting at the back is someone dressed in rather fine clothes. Would Prince Rimuru care to introduce themselves? Assuming you would to these people coming in.
Oh, we're not really a people person. But
No worries.
I could just make him look like an absolute ass with his mirror. Sits there and admires himself.
I'll go and order a drink.
The bartender is still polishing her glasses and tankards. As you look at them, you can see that all of them are completely spotless already. But there he is. The bartender says, "It'll be last call soon. What's your poison?"
What types of wine you got?
What types of wine? Oh, we haven't been able to get that in for a couple of years now.
What have you got?
Say there's trouble at the winery. Still, the beer still works. We make that ourselves.
Anything of a stronger composition?
You mean potato beer?
Or some kind of potato spirit? I don't know. You might make a vodka. Some kind of bathtub gin, perhaps.
He takes out a bottle of what appears to be a clear spirit and some small glasses. He says, he carefully pours that out and says, "Potato beer."
Oh, okay.
Potato beer. Excellent.
One of those, chink chink.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, this is the bit I have to look up what that costs. But he's more than happy to serve you if you're more than happy to pay.
Turns out it's a bottle of like 50 gold pieces.
It's not going to be 50 gold pieces. Yeah, well, if we do 1 silver, that'll be fine.
Yeah,
Sounds
It's
good. Done.
Yeah, if a mug of ale's 4 copper, then something like that should be 1 silver. There we go. So so he pours out 2 potato beers, and turns to Christina and to both Camillas, and says, "And yourselves?"
Okay just now, but thank you.
I'm just going to. There we go.
Oh, our guide said we could have lodgings here. He was going to sort it out for us. The Burgomaster.
Yeah, in fact, I'll put the Burgomaster himself on the map. But the Burgomaster does explain the situation. The bartender says, "Oh, Ismark, lodgings, you say? Well, we just got the one room. Currently in use at the moment." He points to this character at the back admiring himself in the mirror, and says, "If you can agree with him to let you lodge in the room, then I'll be happy for a good burgomaster over here to pay his lodgings." Either that, or we'll be putting you up in the storeroom.
Righto. Anyway, cheers. I turn to Asla with our potato beer. Holding the glass up to kind of toast.
Cheers.
Cheers. I'm
Cheers.
gonna whack this potato beer down in one.
Yeah. So it does taste like a spirit. You haven't drunk nearly enough yet for us to worry about con saves to avoid getting pissed. But that is what you've done.
Right. Does anyone fancy going and speaking to our fine friend over the back, or?
We can do.
I mean, I quite like a bed, really.
Do we do it nicely or do we do it threateningly?
Oh, I think we go nicely.
Yeah, why
Okay.
would we?
He looks like he's a noble. Do you want me to
Yes.
handle this? Also of noble background.
That's true.
You go for it.
The noble barbarian.
Hey, you never know.
And while you're doing that, I think it's the next round of potato beer. And I'm going to put 2 silver, on the counter.
I will walk over.
He takes.
I'll walk over to
He
this.
take.
Sorry. I'll head over.
That's alright. Yeah, bartender will serve you more of the same. So is Camille ordering anything?
No, I don't drink. I'm coming over.
That's fine. Well, I'll leave the 3 of you to your own devices. What's happening over there?
Hi, I'm Christina Elizabeth Isabella Jane Perry. Noble. You look
And yeah,
of the noble background as well.
You dare address a prince in that manner? Peasant.
I push Christina's head down and I say, "I am terribly sorry, sir. She does not know what she's doing. She's not used to conversing with the type of the higher society."
Fine, you talk to her.
I don't talk to peasants.
Very well then.
It's very rude.
Yes, she is. Unfortunately.
Now leave
now-
me in peace. You're fogging up my mirror.
Well, I'm in an awkward spot because I was having tech problems and I was trying to sort that out, and I wasn't listening to part of the conversation.
Would you like me to repeat what I said?
I think so, because first I don't have a token on there, then I completely lost access to the chat, and then stuff just isn't working for me today.
Are we still having this conversation? Just went all quiet.
Okay. Well, I think Kamir's lost. Have you lost audio or?
Yeah, I'm a little lost.
I don't.
Okay, can you hear us? Because we can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you guys.
I think he missed what Prince Dreamer said.
What part did you get to? So I can.
I got to the. I heard until the. She's pretty rude remark.
I need you two to leave me. You're fogging up my mirror.
I have left.
I am terribly sorry, sir. Have a wonderful day.
So, how did it go? Kill him?
You touch him, it will not end well. He is of royalty.
This is why you don't deal with male royals.
Excuse me?
What do you mean, excuse me? I am also a royal. If you know, just male royals are a pain in the ass. I'm saying
You
this
don't-
very loud.
Oh. I'm just gonna smack you across the side. You dare say that in his presence?
As this is going on, I'm going to lean into the barkeep. Barkeep, how much for the entire bottle of a potato ale beer thing?
He takes a look, tries to count out how much you'd be able to get out of these. And says 2 gold,
You know what? Done.
20 uses.
Gonna take the two gold coins out. Turn to SLS. Cheers, I think we're gonna need it. And buy an entire bowl of potato.
Lucille,
spirit.
before you get pure and utterly, like, pissed, do you mind if I talk to you about something in private?
Yes? Of course. Don't drink this without me. And yeah, I'll kind of, if you want to go off to a corner.
Where should we go?
Well, they're wandering off. Can I just ask the barkeeper if he knows anything about this royal person? Or person who thinks he's a
Good
royal?
question. So first off, the bartender does leave the bottle on the table. So if either of you or Kamir do want to help yourselves, the bartender's not going to stop you.
Fair enough.
As for as for answering your question, he says we showed up 2-3 days ago. Said he got caught in the mist. Well, everyone who comes here says that. He demanded lodgings. Well, we have a guest room, and he's been renting that out.
How much has he been renting it out for?
For a fraction of what it's worth.
How did you let him get away with that?
Because 10 is a fraction.
Oh.
Well, do you have any other room? Or is he in the only one?
He's in the only one. There's a storeroom.
I'm
Unfortunate.
afraid the only other one here is my personal room. We keep a room in for when we get guests, but well, we don't get him here all that often. You can see him. He's still polishing, all of these, all of these tankards. Probably cleaning the little glasses that the two of you have just drunk out of. Not looking at what he's doing, looking at you the entire time. He appears to have this mastered pretty well.
Impressive. Well, I am desperate for a room, honestly, so here's the deal. How much would I have to pay you to rent out the storeroom for the night?
I think we're getting lodgings free of charge wherever we stay.
Wait.
The Burgermeister.
Burgermaster will says he'll sort you.
Oh.
I know.
Storerooms where we keep the spare beds, so all the easier to set them up.
Well, if it's alright with you, I'm fine with staying in the storage room for the night.
As long as it's warm, I'm happy. You can be Joseph, I'll be Mary. Oh no, that was a stable.
If you ever say that again, I swear to whatever god you believe in. It is not quite...
Joke's on you.
I think having resolved that, should we turn back to Christina and Lucille?
You sure?
Yes. What's the matter?
Before I continue, could you please promise me you won't freak out?
Yeah, okay, I promise.
Okay then. I pull out my locket that has the crest that was, and it matches the Iron Man for house. My adoptive parents gave me this. They said it belonged to my birth mother. I think I have a connection. Like, I also have inheritance papers for that house. I know it's like kind of in shambles, but like maybe if we restore it, it could like maybe act as like a base kind of thing. I just needed a second opinion on this.
Yeah, that's wow, okay. That's certainly something. I'm now concerned about who your relation to that house is, but I guess this is yours, and I'm gonna open the bag and kind of pull out Aramantha's will, which also has the deeds to the house and the windmill. I'm gonna hand them over to Christina.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, yeah, like you say, they're rightfully yours. Okay, and we just watched it collapse.
Yeah, there's that as well.
Yeah. This is tricky. I won't lie. When you said to not freak out, I thought you were going to tell me that you knew Fancy Pants over there, and I was going to be like, okay, spill the tea. Like, what is happening? But this is, yeah, that's. I mean, how do you feel about this?
well, like my birth mother was linked to the Aramantha house.
Yeah, and just that, and the fact that we're here, and the fact that all of that went on in the house. You know, are you okay?
Okay is a very strong word right now. I mean,
Sure.
It's weird trying to figure out. I mean, I was happy with my adopted parents being my parents, but then figuring out they're not my parents, and then and then being here is just crazy.
Yeah, I bet it is. What would you like to do now?
I am not really sure at the moment. That's why I was needing a second opinion on it.
Okay. Well, I think step one. Let's get a night's sleep. Let's reconvene in the morning after we slept on it. Because I don't know about you, but sometimes when you just everything's all over the place, you have a good night's sleep, and then you just kind of feel a bit better. So I think, step one, sleep. Do you want the others to know?
I'll sleep on that.
Okay. That sounds like a plan. Okay.
Thanks for listening. That actually helped me feel a little bit better.
No, please, if you ever need to talk about things, I am here and I'm happy to listen. I also have missing families, and I get it. I get the feeling. I get the vibe.
Shall we go and drink?
I think we should. I definitely think we should. The potato beer, it's weird. It's not great, but it'll do.
Shelf vodka.
Come on, let's get a drink.
I guess we head over back to the bar.
Yeah. Yeah, we head back over, and I think I immediately pour you a glass.
We go and bug that prince again and see if he'll. I mean, we've arranged to have the storeroom with spare beds.
Should we bug him?
Oh, shit.
Yeah, come on. I'm gonna go because. Alright, if there's a bed, but I could also do with let's say some kind of bath. I'm gonna take another shot of potato beer or whatever. And I'm gonna stomp my way over. Yep. Yeah. I'm gonna stomp across the bar towards Prince Rimuru.
I'll come with you as backup because I'm really threatening.
I believe your grace is the correct title. I kind of say to the prince.
Yeah, the prince look at you up and down going, curtsy, and it's your Royal Highness.
Royal Highness. Right, got it. Okay, Your Royal Highness. I'm gonna lay it on the line, okay? Got partially eaten by a strange fleshy creature. Not so long ago. And I could really do with a decent night's sleep. So any chance of sharing the lodgings?
Up and down against you and get all the dirt on you.
I don't share the peasants.
I wouldn't say I'm necessarily a peasant. Am I royalty? No. Am I a peasant? No. I'm just a regular person. My friend here? Famous wizard.
Yeah, not a person.
Not a peasant. My
Not
friends are the...
It sounded like you said not a person.
I said I'm not a person.
Okay then.
If you're famous as Gandalf the Grey, then you may have a seat, but you're not, so goodbye.
Oh,
I was gonna say that's the thing. I never scanned off the grey, so
Ah.
you know, clearly ain't that famous. And I'm gonna sit down on one of the bar stools. Now, look, come on. I believe we're all stuck here. You know, so why don't we work together to escape here? Because I don't think it's going to happen on our own. Or on your own. I've got a party of newly found friends.
I have magic.
So does my wizard friend. So does my other wizard friend.
With my ancestry being dragons.
Dragons, you say?
Does Lucille have her whip openly on her person?
Yes, I would say that the way she kind of carries her belongings is that she tends to kind of carry daggers sort of like kind of thigh holsters, and then the whip is attached to her belt.
Okay, in that case, Prince Rimuru, sorry. You can see that this person has a whip with a silver dragon hilt that is in a very familiar style. Your house depicts its ancestry in a similar form.
I could actually let you an insight of what Weird does not like, and you could trick him.
Sorry, say again. You broke up a little bit for me.
Yeah, sorry, Rimuru has certain fears, so you can easily. He's quite gullible as well. Like, I can give you one of his fears if that would help.
No, it's right. So yeah, I think when you say dragons, I think Lucille does kind of her hand kind of instinctually kind of travels to her whip. Again, kind of like highlighting it probably a little bit more. She doesn't touch it fully, but like there's just something that kind of draws like some kind of like subconscious to the whip.
Yeah, right.
And she's so dragons. What about dragons?
They're my ancestors.
Right. Okay. Anything else? Or were you not?
Well, I'm not here to discuss my life story, to be honest.
Very well. And there's absolutely no way that you would be willing to kind of work with us, or you know, at the end of the day, yeah, like you say, you've got magic, we've got magic. We've also got, you know, some pretty hefty warriors and a pretty scary looking druid. So, you know, more hands and all that, less work. Not that you know what work is, of course.
I don't help anyone. It's me, myself, and I.
Right. Fabulous. Well, I'll be seeing you, hopefully, alive. I'm going to get up and walk towards my friends.
Is that fit?
Yeah, I'd just like to say, carry on back to the bar.
So I'm going back to my room. And I'm not coming out for anyone.
Your room is this space over here.
What space, sorry?
Oh, sorry. This space I've just revealed over here.
I'll just move in there then. Move my character.
Are you able to move the token?
Yeah.
There we go. Perfect. Okay. And what are the rest of you doing?
I'm kind of just sitting there, spacing out.
Okay.
Yeah, when I kind of get back to the bar, I'm just going to say to the others, storeroom it is.
At least we're inside.
The bartender shrugs. Now we got some spare beds. Get some of the hammocks up. You'll have some space. Or keep the fire going for a bit, so you won't freeze. We always put the stuff away anyway, in case we get vagabonds looting.
You don't have any kind of like wash facilities, do you? That obviously aren't in the guest quarters.
Oh, don't worry, there's none there either.
Right. And kind of flake off some of the gross kind of goo that's probably dried onto like my skin by now. And I'm like, yep, this is gross.
I just have a question. Would it be strange if someone broke into his room and took a bath?
It's definitely not beyond me right now.
Well, he is a deep sleeper. He would sleep through it.
The bartender says, it's alright. We can lend you an empty barrel and there's some water in the well. You'll be able to get yourself in some form of cleanliness.
Excellent. Lead the way, my friend. And yeah, I think I'm just like, no, need to get clean now.
Okay. So, the bartender will lead you to this door here. Open it to reveal a storeroom inside. They also use it for the preparation of food, but they will put all of that away as they're getting stuff laid out for you. I'm not going to alter the map, but suffice to say, after some time, they get the bartender's able to get that set up, and the patrons all clear off for the night.
Sweet. We're sleeping in here then. We didn't get anywhere with the prince.
Nope.
Fair enough.
Sorry. I'm so sorry about this person.
Okay. And you'll be able to take a long rest there.
No.
I presume no one's going to bother setting watches.
No.
Not here, I don't think.
I'd be tempted to, but if no one else wants to, then fine.
I don't think I need to sleep as long because I'm an elf.
I'll tell you what was completely unnecessary, but you've seen the state of the Burgomaster's own house. Is it really?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. That's why I'm like, I do kind of feel like I would like at least, a couple of... I would volunteer to keep watch for a little bit.
The elf doesn't need to sleep, does she? She's just
I don't
saying.
need to sleep as long, so I could stay up for a bit.
You do a trance.
Aren't you half elven rather than full elven?
Yeah, I'm half elven.
Yeah, it's
okay.
elves that get the chance ability.
Full elves,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I think there's some others that get various bits and bobs like that, but half elves sleep as humans do.
Okay.
Unless, of course, you got something from your class that would get around that, but I don't think you do.
No, I don't.
Okay. So I did ask you last session to sort of level up in preparation of this. But when it is morning, you will find that you are level 3. So congratulations.
Woohoo!
Not quite as squishy.
If you want to talk to each other about you know what you've got, just so everyone's caught up, and then that'll be right.
Sure. So yeah, full 3 levels of rogue. And I have taken the kind of swashbuckler subclass.
Oh, that's amazing. I always use that one.
Yeah. I'm not the most charismatic, so I don't get all of the bonuses, but it's yeah, that's kind of part of her character as well. So
I get my Pact Boon, so I've got Pact of the Chain, so I'll be able to summon a familiar. If I can borrow Amir's brass brazier.
I'll think about it.
You can have my armor, by the way, because I don't need my armor anymore once I've repaired this, and it does the same thing.
I can't wear it.
I think you
Yes,
can.
you can. You can now. You're a blade singer.
Oh yeah, but only light armor.
Yeah, it is light armor.
Yep.
Sweet.
So I'll use your brazier, and you can have my armor.
Deal.
I'm just quickly sorting out some level stuff that I forgot to do.
Oh, that's right. Because from Tasha's optional yada yadas, you get skill proficiency.
Okay, I'm a full barbarian and I'm path of wild magic.
nice.
How about you, Kamir?
Nothing really changes for me. I just gain more spell slots and access to level 2 spells.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and I think is that the same for the prince as well?
Oh, sorry?
Is that the same for the prince as well?
Oh, well, nothing's really different from my character, to be honest.
Okay, no worries. So, in that case, so it's morning. Now, as the morning dawns, you notice that there isn't a lot of sun about. It's still very overcast. Which, you know, it's still light. You can still see, but it's not. Yeah, it's not the bright sun that you might be used to. I'm afraid. Just an endless sea of cloud above. But you know, you wake up. What do you want to do?
Potato wine.
Not yet. Food, I think, is step 1, definitely.
Breakfast. I want to hit the shop. I want to get some spell components.
Yeah, I need to
How do
hit.
you want to... Sorry, I should have asked you that before. How do you do spell components? If I just spend a certain amount of gold, can you say I've got like the little stuff that you need, or do you want me to tell you each individual component that I wish to buy?
Tell me the individual components, because sometimes there might be issues where they don't have them in stock, or you don't actually need to buy them anyway. What you're looking for?
Take a while.
If you pop a list in the Discord of the Roll20, I'll read through it.
Yeah, okay. Well, there's 10 gold pieces worth of charcoal, assume, and incense and herbs. That's the most important thing to get my familiar. That I don't need anything for.
Incense you already have in spades.
Fine.
Charcoal, you'll be able to buy.
Yeah, that's cool. Suggestion's one of my thingy racial trait spells. So do I need the components for a racial trait spell?
I'd ask for material components for the racial ones.
Didn't think so. Oh, and I'll find a tree that I can get twigs from. Yeah, other than that, I'm good. I just need 10 gold pieces of charcoal and herbs and stuff, yeah.
Yeah, so you will be able to visit the mercantile, but we'll just see if anyone else wants anything from there. But that is something you'd be able to get from there.
I need to get the same thing. I need the charcoal and the herbs.
Let me see if we can go for a twofer in the brazier. Just spend 10 gold pieces of charcoal and try and get 2 familiars out of it. No, wouldn't work.
No, they'd probably come out fused like some flyboy kind of thing.
You'd summon some horrific monstrosity with the because I've seen the tokens you've been using for your familiars. So you just come up with this horrible thing that thanks to Camilla has the front half of a raven, but thanks to Asichlus is the back half of a raven.
So you also have a raven for yours?
I'm having an imp, but it can polymorph into a raven. I'm going to keep it as a raven so people don't get weirded out by an imp.
And since we've got the druid here, it could be even worse if they also use their one I think of their wild shape to summon a familiar with the wings of a raven.
What are we gonna do?
It'll be like the Tower of London going around with this party, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay, so just breakfast?
Yeah.
Breakfast, and I think while we're eating breakfast, I think I would probably take inventory and be like, right, what are we selling? And what do we want to sell? What do we want to keep? So, Asichlus, you said that obviously you don't need armor anymore, so we've got the damage
to Amir. No, I need that armor. I'm going to repair that. I'm going to repair that armor. That's another thing I want to try and buy is materials to repair that.
Okay, cool. So then we've got an iron scimitar, which is sellable.
Mm-hmm.
We have got 2 spell scrolls that we still don't know what they are. There's then the spell scroll of protection from poison, 10 vials.
Yeah.
We could also do with identifying.
Barkeep, do you know anyone around here that can identify vials of weird liquid?
Yeah.
Preferably
so the bartender isn't behind the counter. The bartender came out here waiting for you to leave his storeroom so we can start using it.
Yeah.
But he takes a look and says, "Seen a lot of these vials among adventurers. Do you know what they do?"
Nope.
No, we do not.
Mm-mm.
You can make an Arcana check if you want to find out, because I don't think anyone's done it yet.
I thought we had, but we couldn't figure out what they were. But I'll try again.
No, that was for the scrolls.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, not so bad.
Okay, yeah, so,
it takes a proper wizard.
is able to recognise them as some kind of potion of healing, and Asichlus is able to identify them as the basic 2d4 plus 2 variety. It's a bit of an older recipe to, the sorts you'd be used to, but that's what they are.
All 10 of them?
Well, it might be better hanging on to these if these are potions of healing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, definitely. Split them out between us.
I'm all right. I've got sort of like a well, it only refills once on a long rest, but I've got this little bottle that does me as a potion of healing. So if it comes down to, I can have one, and then I've got that, and then everyone else can have two. That work?
Yeah, or yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, there will then be one spare which we can keep in the bag. I think is that math right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
so
I'm sure Ynir will probably take a couple when she's back.
well, that's accounting for Ynir, because if we've got
Oh.
10, there are currently 5 of us because our prince friend isn't yet our friend.
Yeah,
we're
maybe
still
doesn't
working on
start being
that.
a bit nicer. You don't get the healing potions, does he?
So yeah, there's 5 of us.
Hmm.
That's 2 potions each. Astalos only wants 1, so we've got 1 spare in the bag. Agreed?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Cool. So make sure everyone adds their potion of healings to their character sheets. Okay, so we know those. So we've got this. So I think it's just things. Oh, like the silver ring as well. We've got that's just in the bag that can be sold. There's the jewelry box that rattles when shaken, which I might see if I can open.
Mm-hmm.
I'll pull out my thieves' tools if it's locked, and
I can sell pretty much all of my weapons because I don't really need them. So I've got a sickle, 2 daggers, and a crossbow. But I don't know
Yeah.
whether it's worth because I'm not really gonna be using any weapons
Yeah, now
unless
that
we end up somewhere where I can't use magic for some reason.
now that I've got access to more spells and I've got my Blade Song feature, I don't think I'll need my crossbow either.
okay.
Yeah, I'll hang on to my sickle just in case. I might want to pick some herbs.
Mm.
Yeah, I think other than that, a lot of the kind of like miscellaneous items that we've got aren't necessarily. Well, I mean, we might get a few kind of like coppers for them, lanterns and the like. So it would just be I'll see if I can get in the jewelry box to see if there's anything in it, and then potentially things like the walking stick will sell.
Okay, so the jewelry box has a latch rather than like a lock. So you'll be able to get inside there. You can see that there's 3 gold rings and a platinum necklace with a topaz pendant. The necklace looks extremely valuable.
Ooh.
We might be better saving that one and selling it in a more financially stable town.
Yeah, and just kind of like back up kind of party funds.
Yeah.
Okay.
So so if you're all ordering meals, so I think this lodging could reasonably considered to be poor lodgings. So the meals from those are 6 copper a day. So each meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, would be 2 copper. And not that great, but there we go.
Food's food.
Food's food.
How many coppers are there in a silver?
10.
10. Cool.
10 for everything
Right.
except Electrum, which is 5.
Mm. So if you vacate the storeroom, Arik, so the bartender can begin cooking.
Yeah, I'd say we'd probably had that conversation kind of around a table while
that's fine.
breakfast was being cooked, unless anyone disagrees.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fine.
Okay. So you're able to, yeah. So after some time, breakfast is served. Prince Rimuru, do you wake late or early?
I was gonna ask if I can make him wake up with his spear on his chest.
So with this spear.
No, his fear that he's scared of. Phobia.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
I just want to know who's the tallest person in the party.
Hi. Decide amongst yourselves. Who's the tallest?
It has to be over 5'10".
That's not Lucille then.
I'm 5'11".
I don't think I would be that high.
That would be tall
No.
for a UNT.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
yeah,
tall
no,
for
I
a
wouldn't be
human,
anywhere
so
near that
that's
high.
what I'm basing it off.
Yeah.
Christina, can you out height 5'11"?
I don't know how tall half elves generally tend to be.
I'm gonna say human size to avoid looking it up.
Elf, it's like I have a half elf. It's like 6'10".
Let's just say I'm the tallest.
Okay. You're 5'12". There we go.
Okay.
Here's my
Oh,
idea: is
half
that
elves. I've got it. Half elves can range from 5 to 6 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll volunteer to be the tallest.
I'm doing this. So Riru's, I'm gonna say he's about to wake up, but then he feels something on his chest. So I'm gonna say he's scared of rats. And it's quite a large rat. I'm gonna say probably like the size of a guinea pig or something.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna let out a shriek. Not like a scream, but a ear-piercing shriek, like a little girl. Runs out the room, picks the tallest person he can find and climbs on top of them. Screaming.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna be like, what are you doing?
There's a giant rat in my room.
You're afraid of rats.
They're horrible creatures that carry plague. Get rid of it.
Oh, whoa. Hang on. If you want us to assist in the removal of rats, you need to be nice to us. I'm demanding friendship as payment.
Sir, if you pardon,
I'll do anything. Just get rid of it.
Alright, where's the stupid rat?
We'll have to find a trash the room. I threw everything on top of it.
Breakfast is served.
Yeah, I think we'll kind of take a walk into the room and see if we can see said rat.
I think that he should come with me on top of herself.
So what, like I'm kind of got you like kiddie back style?
Yeah, even though I better be careful I don't strangle you by accident.
Just watch where you're putting your arms and hands.
I think Christine, could potentially make an athletics check to throw her off to throw him off if she wished.
So it doesn't feel around her chest area.
Don't even think about flirting with me. I'm going to attempt to get him off of me.
Yeah, just before he gropes you with his dirty hands.
So that would be Christina's athletics contested by Rimuru's athletics or acrobatics. Strictly speaking, Christina could rage to get advantage.
So you
I don't think
acrobatic.
I won't
Pardon?
waste a rage on
Athletics
this.
or acrobatics? Your choice.
I'll do acrobat thing. Word. This is feeling me.
Okay, that's a tie, and ties mean the status quo is maintained. Which means Rimuru has avoided getting shoved off.
Will you please get
I'm gonna
off
try
of
and-
me?
No. I can't. There
I'm
could
gonna
be
try
more.
I'm gonna take us outside and try and shake him off again.
Oh, do you? So the doorway's not quite low enough to to get you out with someone clinging on you. Do you duck to avoid Prince Mamoru hitting his head on the way out?
I do not duck.
Mm. Well,
I mean,
there we go. Prince Mamoru may be slightly concussed at the end of this. You may remake the check.
the acrobatics one.
Indeed. If Christina's willing to make the athletics one. There we go. Right, you're shoved off.
Aww.
You're not high enough to take falling damage, but you have been shoved off.
Lands on his butt.
Yeah.
My father will hear about this
Sure.
if I was talking to him.
I'll help him up.
Have we found that rat yet?
Yeah, we're gonna try and find it, and I want to eat it.
What?
Sorry, you go
Mike.
ahead.
Okay.
Find that
so
right for breakfast.
You you have a look through. You notice that the fireplace isn't actually lit yet. It'll be lit at some point. It's not been lit yet. And as you search, you can see a little head pop up. It's a big rat.
Yeah, Ray of Frost.
Okay, you can
I want a
roll.
cold one.
You can roll to hit, and then we're rolling initiative because that's not going to do it. Okay. Yeah, so I mean, strictly speaking, it should just be the four who are in the room because Christina and the three in the room because Christina and the prince I think are still outside.
Yeah, we're in outside.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I need to leave this room.
Okay. So have the three of you all rolled initiative?
I have.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So the rat will be going on initiative count 17. Whoever's keeping track of that.
Right. And
It's
it's
the hardest rat ever, isn't it?
Yeah, technically speaking, we'd be starting from Kamiya's turn, but Kamiya's last in the initiative, so we then go back to the top.
yeah, which means Asishkus.
Hopefully, I'll get me breakfast. Oh no, we won't. Not this time.
Nope. Dodgy rat, huh?
That's me
Rat?
done.
Okay. Sorry, did you say it's the rats go?
Yes.
Okay. So the rat. Okay, so the rat doesn't have a climbing speed, but the rat is nevertheless going to try and go back the way it came, which is up the chimney. So it can only go 15 feet, but it can dash to get up 30. The rat does not have any issues climbing up that small space. We're not going to make it do an athletics check.
Right, Lucille?
Okay, so has it... Sorry, I did miss that. Did it go up the chimney?
The rat is 30 foot up. I mean, at that point, it would be... Yeah, at that point, the rat would be at the top of the chimney. You can shoot it, but you wouldn't be able to hit it with a melee attack.
Sure. Yeah, I'll pull out my hand crossbow and try and kind of fire it up the chimney.
Go for it.
It's a 13, but it is only a rat.
That is going to be a hit. This is a big rat.
I get sneak attack.
You don't get sneak attack because you'd have had to move to get to the chimney, so you can't steady aim, and you don't have an ally within, etc., etc. But yeah. that's going to be a regular hit.
I was going to say it's just with the with my rakish audacity. It's also then if something's not within 5 feet of me, but that's fine. We will just roll regular. So ignoring sneak attack damage, that is 8 points of piercing damage. Sorry.
How would you like to splat the rat?
I think I'd just kind of like give a bit of a sigh and kind of lean like down and kind of look up this chimney and kind of just like I wouldn't say I'm kind of like committed to killing this rat. I'm a bit like, oh, it's just a rat. But I kind of lean under, fire off the crossbow, and I think it just like pierces this thing sort of like through the middle. It lets out a little squeak, and then you just hear it like thud to the ground as I kind of move out of the way.
Can I try and catch it in my mouth as it's falling?
And eat a crossbow bolt?
Yeah. Well, I'll have it as like a kebab.
This is a pretty big rat. This is considered to be a small creature, which is I mean, you can try, but it would look to all present that you dislocated your jaw to do it.
I mean, he is the snake person.
Yeah.
Okay, no, you're able to get under and do it. Yeah. And the rat falls into your gaping maw to the disgust of everyone else.
Horror.
I think I'll turn and I'll be like, hang on, before you swallow that whole, and try and like grab the crossbow bolt, but try and find the prince to kind of like show him that, look, we did it, we got the rat.
Oh, I forgot about the crossbow bolt. You might have to spit that out.
Yeah, I'll just like kind of get that, pull it out, and start picking my teeth with it.
Oh my gosh! Like those magicians who tie knots with strings in their mouth. You just work pull out of the rat and spit it onto the floor.
In answer to how it tasted like soot.
Smoky.
Yeah.
Not the right kind of smoky.
Okay, but yeah, you've dealt with the rat. I might as well get it off.
Well, breakfast.
I'm full.
Yeah, I'll try and find the prince and be like, we did it. We killed the rat. I have no proof.
I'll point to the bulge in my neck as it's going down.
Yeah, I mean, Ashless ate it. That's how bad we got it. It's being digested as we speak.
Which was very tasty.
Okay. So at this point, the Prince and Christine have come back from inside, and Eric's ready to serve up. Without actually taking any orders from you for breakfast whatsoever, he's put down something something that looks like gruel, but with some meaty chunks in there.
Delicious.
I can't say I was really hoping for much. Maybe some bread and some cheese, but thank you very much.
We really can't eat this. He's vegetarian.
Oh, the bartender does know this, so yours doesn't have the meat in.
Salad of rotten vegetables or something.
Yeah, go on. He's put that in instead. Yeah. So you can all tuck in. Christina and Camilla, probably haven't tasted meat like this. Asishlus has.
Tastes like what I just had, just not as fresh.
Very much so. But I guess it fills the stomach. Hopefully, it won't also fill the mortuary.
Excuse me?
Hmm?
Did you say the mortuary?
The mortuary.
Pottery.
Oh, okay.
Just eating it and be like, well, they finally figured out what to do with the old Burgermeister.
Oh my god.
So, apart from your trip to the mercantile, what else do you want to do?
I think we should seek out this priest and see if there's any way we can console him so we can get the other guy buried.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
kind of find out any more information about what's going on in this town. I think that's also quite important. Just from everything, really, from the dodgy house that we've already met that was full of dead people. Let's why are we even here? With tributes? Tributes for what? Is there just going to be a party, or?
Now, clearly we're going to get thrown into a volcano and then they're going to ask for rain and it's not going to come.
I kind of, was getting the vibe we're probably going to be sacrificed in some way, shape or form. It's just kind of, pain in ignorance, I think. But yeah, if we could find a way to not be sacrificed, I think I'd be okay with that.
It would be nice.
Yeah, I'd like to say, I think I would be okay with that.
Pretty enjoyable.
Right. Shopping trip. We'll sell some stuff. We'll get some money. Purchase any bits and pieces that people need, and then, let's find the priest, I think.
Yeah.
I think we could buy a few things because he's got a few diamonds on him.
Well, actually, as we're kind of having this conversation, I'm assuming the prince has kind of sat with us.
Unfortunately, yes, for the group.
I am going to turn to the prince. So, my offer last night of teaming up, how's it sitting this morning?
It's adequate for now.
Right. So you're with us.
Yes.
Well, Lucille Harper, a pleasure. And I'm going to hold out my hand, as if to, obviously, kind of expecting him to shake my hand.
Yeah, he's not really a handshaker. He's a bit of a germaphobe as well, so doesn't really touch people unless he's attracted to the person. If it's a woman.
He thinks your humours are out of whack. Too much black bile.
Yeah, Lucille kind of holds her hand there for a few minutes, are we no okay, fine. And these are my travelling companions. I'm going to point to the others so that they can kind of introduce themselves.
Mirror, Your Highness, it's a pleasure to be introduced to you as I bow.
I'll just lean into his face and breathe like dead rat all over him. Wait, Assistless. Warlock.
What?
Warlock.
I thought you were a wizard.
Wizard, yes. Sorry.
He tells us he is.
I mean, I can tell a wizard when I see one, and he certainly looks like a wizard.
Yep.
Shoes does not make a wizard.
It's also like the magic-y bit, you know?
That's a magic.
You know what? I'm done. I doubt it.
I guess I'll introduce yourself to me, yet.
Princess Christina Elizabeth Jane Perry.
Did you say princess?
Yes.
Really?
Don't even think about it.
So you really don't want to be my queen?
How about no?
How about yes?
How about yes?
How about if our friend Christina here has said no, we respect that.
I'm just saying, if we have the financial might of a nation, it would be extremely helpful.
It would be if they had access to Barovia, but I get the feeling they don't.
Let's put it this way. I'd rather eat dirt than marry him.
Well, it can be arranged.
No. Is that a threat?
You bet right. Go outside, and I'll just rub your face in the dirt.
Shopping! Shopping, anyone?
Yes, let's. And yeah, we'll head off to the mercantiles.
Yeah. So the mercantile is a young man standing outside. He seems to be wearing some kind of uniform with an apron, and he gestures you in. He's quite a well built young man. You wouldn't want to mess with this guy, but he seems decent enough. He wears armor and has a short spear. But gestures you in. He says, "I am Periwimple of Biljat's Mercantile. Please come in." And he opens the door.
Yeah, I'll head on in.
So you can see that there's a bunch of stuff on in stock. What you'll quickly notice two things. The first is that he appears to have pretty much everything in stock in the player's handbook up to a value of 25 gold pieces. You'll also note that he's selling it for about 10 times that. That's in terms of sort of like adventuring equipment like armor and weapons. In terms of more sort of day-to-day equipment, the sort of thing that the townsfolk might use, like tools and whatnot, that is sold at the player's handbook rates.
Well, first step, good sir. If we would potentially like to either sell you some items or trade, I guess. But is that do you deal both ways?
He says, I do. Someone will buy them anyway. They don't always like the price, but they always pay in the end. What you got for me?
Right. First up, this is mine. I'm going to hand over or put the ivory hairbrush with silver bristles on the table. Or counter, I should say.
He examines that closely and has a look. He says, very nice, very nice. I'll give you 25 gold for it.
Done. I don't need it.
Yeah. You can see there's a limited amount of coinage, but he is able to give you the 25 gold for the hairbrush.
Okay. Does anyone else want to sell anything before I do like the group items that we'll split?
I've got something
Try and
that I
flog me
don't need.
crossbow. I'll bang my crossbow down and go. This is a very valuable crossbow, but I'm willing to part with it.
He So this is a light crossbow, right?
Yeah.
He looks at it and says, we get a number of requests for crossbows. People like to keep themselves defended at night. 25 gold for it.
30.
He looks at you and says, you got the ammunition for it?
I do. I got 20 bolts to go with it. I think it's 20 bolts.
Alright, and 26. Including
28.
the bolts.
28 including the bolts.
He turns outside and says, Power Wimple, can you come in a minute? And a Power Wimple does. And he then looks at you and says, 26, including the bolts.
Why, is Periwinkle big and hard?
Power Wimple is very much big and hard, standing well over 6 foot.
Alright, fair enough. 26, but just give us 16 and give us 10 gold pieces worth of charcoal and herbs and stuff.
He shrugs and hands over the charcoal. You do get 10 gold pieces worth for 10 gold pieces.
Yeah, I was going to say
charcoal is a
well, however much the
common
quantity
thing,
was,
yeah.
however much the quantity was, it'd still be 10 gold pieces worth. Technically.
Well, yes, but yes.
Question.
Double that amount for me, as I said 10 gold on the table.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question for the shopkeeper.
Do you have a token in there? Anyway, case it'll take your questions either way.
I was wondering, does he have any things for a wizard? Not wizard, a sorcerer, like a staff or something?
So he doesn't seem to have anything magical. He can sell you a mundane quarterstaff for 2 gold.
I don't have any gold. I have diamonds.
So you'll have your starting equipment.
I think I actually gave you any weapons, so I only have magic.
Take a look at your starting equipment. Your starting equipment definitely comes with 2 daggers.
I don't actually have any weapons. If I did, made this character ages ago and I hardly used them.
Okay. Well, we can. We can. I mean, we can get that sorted. He doesn't know anything magical. That's for sure.
I actually have a knife, but it's ice knife. Think I'll probably leave it until we get to a better village, maybe.
Okay, no worries. Is anyone else buying or selling anything else?
I've got 2 things I don't think I need. It's hide, armor, and a longbow.
Okay, so the longbow. The longbow would sell for 50 gold, not including the arrows, and the hide would sell for, I think it's 10. And at that point, he'd be out of coin because I gave him a coin limit. Yeah, but you can absolutely sell those things.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And if anyone wants to buy anything, they can.
Sorry, give it just a second. Yeah, does he have any cartographer's tools?
Okay. Cartographer's tools. Let's have a look. Okay, they are less than 25 gold, and yeah, he'll be able to sell you them. He'll sell you them for 15. They're not quite like common village use, but he'll sell them.
Oh yeah, I will grab some cartographer's tools.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it, I think, for me.
Can I
Yeah.
get stuff to repair that armor, or did I manage to pick up stuff to repair the armor? I know I've got
Your tool
tools.
set includes the leather scraps you'd need to fix up the armor.
Okay, so I just need a bit of time.
Yeah.
Or could I have done that while we were having the rest?
You could have
last
done
time?
that as part of a long rest, yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Anything else for anything else? Sorry, anyone else for anything else?
I don't have anything.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, I think I'm good.
Okay.
Would they have a dragon
And
chest
you know,
set?
Fun?
Would they have a dragon chest set?
Yes, you would. I think I messaged you how much such a thing would cost. So it costs that amount.
Okay.
Let's just quickly check that. A 1 gold piece, yeah. Yeah, so with that, anything else?
No, I'm good.
Okay. I'll put the village music back on, actually, since we've left the tavern. There you go. So, is the plan to go to the church, did you say?
I thought we were going to go and see the priest, but if anybody wants to do anything beforehand.
I would like to resummon my familiar first.
Oh yeah, if we've got a couple of hours, I'll go after you.
I mean, if you put in, you know, twice the amount of components, you can share the brazier.
Okay. Look at those wizards, wizarding things.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, wizard.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I think once familiars have been summoned, we'll head off to find the priest.
Okay. So, if I pop you on the church map, you can see, you can see that there's quite a big churchyard at the northwest part of the village. There's a good few graves, and mausolea for the dead. The church itself is in fairly poor condition. The entrance to the church is here, and I can pop in the interior map. It doesn't have a lot of external decay, but as you look inside, you can see it's in a massive state. The pews appear to have been, torn to shreds by something. And there is a priest at the far end who appears to be weeping beside an altar.
Is anyone any good at consoling people?
I can try. Greetings, priest. We've sought you out. What's your name?
So as you come in, the doors have been propped closed, but not very well, and you're able to push them aside. The priest turns to you as you come up, and says, "Good day. I am Father Donovich."
Father Donovich, we heard about your son from the new burgomaster. We're sorry for your loss.
Thank you.
Would you like to tell us more about your son? About what happened? Talking can help.
A year ago, a strange wizard came. He said he was a powerful archmage, and that he could save us from the mist. He said he was from some arcane brotherhood.
I'm from the same brotherhood. I apologize for my wayward brother.
Well, many people throughout the land were rallied by his words, as if there have not been attempts against the Count like this before.
Countless attempts.
My son was killed before the wars.
Well, again, sorry for your loss. Is there anything we can do to help?
Yeah. He shakes his head. I've prayed to the Morning Lord, but yeah, it is said that this is a land where prayers go unanswered. As he says that, there is a howling sound from somewhere beneath you. To which Father Donovich says, only the spirits of the damned linger here.
That doesn't sound good. Well, the previous burgomaster, he needs laying to rest, and maybe if you were to perform that service, we could put in a memorial for all the others that were lost against the wall. Maybe they could find some rest in that.
Yeah. He nods. I've not wanted large gatherings around here. Is this a private ceremony for the family?
I think there'll be some other guests, but not many, I would imagine. There's not many people left for the looks of the village.
There's a noise, there's a sound that comes again from beneath. It cries out, "Father!"
Is that your son's spirit?
Or one of my flock, perhaps.
Could be the burgomaster's child if he had one.
You must forgive me, Father. I'm sure I'm going to ask a very silly question. But why is there a voice calling from what feels like below the floor? That doesn't feel good.
Donovich looks uncomfortable. He says, "Spirits tend to linger in this land. Those that fail to find closure must be one of those."
Just a risen spirit underneath the church.
You can make an insight check if you like.
Yeah,
but
I think I'm gonna. Yeah, that's a 22.
Oh, he knows. Yeah, okay, yeah. He knows that this is no risen spirit. He is very clearly deflecting something. You believe he knows exactly what it is.
Right. Okay, Father. Well, if it is a risen spirit, then maybe we should go and put it to rest. If you could show me how to get downstairs, that'd be great.
Downstairs? I mean, we do have an undercroft. You'd call
That'll be it. That'll be it.
But it might not be safe.
It's fine. We've already encountered some trouble here in Barovia. I think we know what kind of trouble we're gonna run into.
I mean, for the church, you're not properly consecrated.
I'm going to start looking for some kind of hatch or door to see if I can.
Can I just say to him, you will show us the way downstairs now, and cast suggestion? If you can do
You
it,
can.
DC
He
13
is
saving
making
throw.
a wisdom save.
Hmm.
Well, he rolled a 2.
Hey.
So he is going to show you just that.
Wizard.
So what are the terms under which this ends?
It's as soon as he completes the task. So I've
Okay.
asked him to show us how to get downstairs. As soon as he shows us the way downstairs, that'll end. He can't do anything to harm himself, but...
Yeah, so can you just get a description up, please?
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's one of those...
Yeah.
Suggest course of activity. Yep, that's fine. Creatures that can't be charmed, he can be. Suggesting that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. So, he unlocks the door here, where there is a chained trapdoor. He undoes the chains and shows you down to the undercroft. And does this come up? Okay, and this ends as soon as you're down there, basically.
Yeah, I have to concentrate on it until it's done. But yeah, well, basically it ends as soon as... I mean, you could have been awkward and gone to the chain trapdoor and gone, there's a way downstairs, and gone. That's it, done.
Well,
But yeah.
it'll show you down properly.
Hmm.
And as you come down, you can see that there is a figure chained to the far wall. This figure calls for their father again and asks for blood. Can you pop yourselves on the map, please?
Yeah, sorry, I was just trying to move things in the right direction.
Oh, we... Ah, right, yeah, sorry.
There be stairs.
Sorry, if you could just repeat for me. And he's chained up?
Indeed.
Yeah, okay.
It's a rather gaunt figure. It does vaguely resemble the priest, who's at the top of the stairs. And as you come down there, he seems to realise what he's done, he says, "Please, come back up."
Father, surprise! We found your son!
Yeah.
He wasn't killed after all!
Well,
His eyes.
I think that's up to the debate still.
Well...
The creature at the end says, "Father, have you brought me blood? Unchain me, please."
Oh no.
Yes, Father, I feel like we may require an explanation, before we can move it further forwards. This is quite clearly your son. You have him chained up.
My son died before the walls, but death was only the beginning. He died by the Count's bite. When I heard what had happened, I went searching for him. I found him like this. I was able to sate him with some of my own blood for a time, but he needs more than I can take. I've tried animal blood to keep him alive, but if he were to break free during a service, just imagine what could happen. He is my son, but he is not himself. He needs a cure.
As far as I know, there is no cure to vampirism.
was gonna say, do we know? Like, can we tell that this is a vampire? Like, obviously, yes, us as players can obviously make a guess, but as a character, do I know that this is like a vampire or?
Oh,
No.
make a religion check, please.
Then.
So, that's right. That was the DC because there were some pretty telltale signs that he'd have the lust for blood, the protruding fangs, the having been formed from the creature's bite would normally be either vampire or lycanthrope. So, yeah.
A disease.
Pun?
Does that count as a disease?
No, technically they both count as curses, but
Okay.
well, vampirism cannot be removed by remove curse. I think you'd be looking for a wish spell.
Yeah.
And I'd have to check if even a wish spell would work.
I mean, strictly speaking, Wish bends the reality of the campaign, so I imagine it would.
Yeah. I mean, if anything would do it, wish would do it. But yeah.
Right. Like you say, Father, it'd be incredibly dangerous for your son to be loosed upon a congregation. But I also don't think keeping him locked up underneath a church is probably the right, way to kind of contain this.
Father, I think it would be best to properly let your son go.
Unfortunately.
No, I can't do
He's
that.
already dead.
He would kill, or he would be killed.
Oh, I don't mean let him. Oh no, that's not what I meant. Sorry, Father.
Let him pass
I
on
mean, yeah.
properly.
You're saying you would kill him?
Then his
No.
Think of it as killed, more helping a tortured spirit rest.
Releasing him from his curse.
He pulls out his holy symbol. Begone from my church.
I mean, I won't lie to you, Father, you're making a mistake.
He said, all of you.
Do we want to nip this in the bud? Make sure that this doesn't spread any further in the town?
Ooh. A good question.
If by some mysterious circumstance he does get out, then that could be the whole town converted, or worse. If we just get rid of him now, we don't have to worry about it.
True.
Yeah.
I mean,
Father.
Father, I think, yeah, it probably should be done.
He's asking you to leave and is not seeming to take no for an answer. It looks like you'd have to do a lot to talk him down from this. And a lot, quite a bit more to convince him to let you kill his son.
We try persuasion? Or deception?
What would you wish to say to him?
Well, we'll just have to say we're doing it out of kindness.
Okay, you can make a persuasion check. Okay.
Go for
that's
ahead.
Okay, that's going to be a 9. So he says, I said I want you out of my church.
Father, if I may ask you a question. If you were to walk along the street and see a poor beggar just doing anything he can to get by, starved to the bones, would you want to help him?
Of course. It is my duty as a priest.
Your son is going through something very similar. His soul is constantly being tortured by this vampirism. And there is nothing we can do about it. It has become a part of him. If we were to let his soul pass on to the afterlife, he could finally be free.
He interrupts you there. Are you saying that if you were to find a beggar on the street, you would free him from his state by running him through? Death is not the solution. Cures are the solution.
There is a cure for being poor. There is no cure for being a vampire.
I will find one, or the Morning Lord shall deliver one. I just need to have faith.
If the Lord would have delivered a cure by now, wouldn't your son already be freed?
This land is a fallen land, but it may rise again.
Can I try intimidation?
Oh, what are you trying to intimidate him to do?
Let us help his son by, like...
I should probably have also asked Kamir to make a persuasion check, but I decided Father Donovich would have taken umbrage at his words.
I think just pushing past him and stabbing his son.
Okay, if he's gotten a 4, then I think Father Donovich's response was exactly proportional to that check.
It was a nat 1, so...
Yeah, no worries. So Christina's trying to intimidate him. So I just need to work out. So, at the moment, Donovich is at the top of the stairs. You could just move towards his son if you wanted to.
Okay.
Stab him in the heart.
I'm gonna be like, Father, if your son gets free, he could end up killing the whole town, and blood will be on your hands. Could you live with that?
Kept him chained for that purpose. Make a persuasion check, actually.
We just kill both of them.
We need the priest. We kind of need him to like us.
Because we're technically having an argument with him, and this is not going to work.
No, I think at that point he wants you out, and he's probably this close to maybe casting some spells to get you out. What's the plan, guys?
I think we should leave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
You don't want to just take his son out and hope he forgives us?
I say it, but I think we've got this here to make sure that no further blood spread no more blood is spilled. We're gonna have to fight this guy, or we're gonna have to kill this kid. We're going to have to do everything we can to calm down the priest.
We knock him out.
As Christina approaches, his son seems to strain at his chains and say, "Can I have your blood? I only need a little."
I'd rather keep my blood, thank you.
Okay. What are we doing then?
Lock the priest out, kill the kid.
Yeah. I think that's the best route that I can see.
Okay, whoever wants to go first, or whoever wants to try and initiate this, you can do your thing, and then we'll do initiative order. You know, and based on your turn.
I'll try and blast him. I'll go. You wouldn't do this to a rabid dog. Leave it in pain like this. It's the same with your son. Sorry, but it is.
Okay, and then so who's that against?
Oh, the son.
Yeah, okay, that will be a hit. So can everyone roll initiative, and we'll take it from your turn.
Ooh, nice. That works then, really, doesn't it?
Not bad.
Yep. Okay, yeah. So yeah, we also start with you. That's fine. So for whoever's keeping initiative, his son goes on initiative count 13, and the priest himself goes on initiative count 8.
Can I have my familiar?
Already cast. Yeah, you can. Though there is like a sheet in there if you apply a token to it.
I didn't see it.
Otherwise, I can either plop down
yeah,
an
there.
imp or a
Got it.
raven. It should be warlock familiar because the idea is you'd name it.
And then I can put the token on it. Brilliant. Remember its name.
Oh, and if you wanted to knock out the father rather than kill him, melee attacks can be non-lethal. Otherwise, otherwise you're going to be killing him.
I could punch him.
Yeah. Punching is a melee attack, so that's fine. But we'll that's obviously will be done in initiative order.
Okay.
I'll be last.
It's not letting me drag the token across for some reason. Don't know why.
Okay, no worries. I'll pop one in and we'll make sure that's sorted for next week. Do you want it to?
Yeah, that's fine.
mean, I'll put it down as a as an imp, just so its hit points are correct. And we
Yeah,
can sort
everything's
anything out.
everything's exactly the same. It just looks like a raven instead of an imp, according to the sheet on it.
So if I scroll down to the bottom, where's warlock familiar? Not listed. Great. Okay. Non/generic token controllable by your good self. Do the usual for that. There we go. Right, perfect.
Cool. Thank you very much.
And what is if
Fun?
what is the initiative for the familiar?
Oh yeah, hang on. It rolls on its own initiative. Just bear with me while I do that. $13. It says 2 GM, I think, because it's just the way it's gone through. But yeah, it's 13.
13,
Uh,
yeah. It ties with the sun, but your rolls go first.
All right. So I am first after Asishlis.
Oh, did Assis just roll damage, by the way?
Damage yet? No. I can just do
There we
that
go.
quickly. Ugh. Ugh. It's no good.
All
How
right.
much is that?
That's me done. 4 damage.
Cool. All goes through.
I'm going to step into the doorway, rapier drawn, and I'm just going to tell the priest you are not going to interfere. I'm going to hold my action in case he comes within melee range.
Cool. Who's next?
The familiar.
Yours or mine?
Yours, I don't have mine out.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought you'd done it. In which case, he's just going to go and help Christina.
All right, son's turn.
Okay, so they're kept wrapped up by chains, but the chains are like around the waist, so they're not literally restraints. They just have zero. Well, I mean, they technically don't even have zero movement speed. They're just chained. So it's going to try and use a strength check to break the chain as you've just shot it, and it's howling with pain. So that is going to be a 13. So it's still chained, and it used its action to do that.
Right next is Lucille.
Okay. What I would like to do is I would like to try and kind of not necessarily grapple, but like I kind of want to block the priest from getting me further.
The priest can't move through
Okay.
Rimuru's square without Rimuru's permission.
Okay, cool. In which case, slight change of plan, I'll pull out a dagger and I'm just gonna hold my action to stab him with the dagger, like in the thigh, non-lethal, should he come close.
Cool, that's fine. Oh, can you do that holding actions? Just put on concentration. You're not literally concentrating, it's just so we know you've got held actions.
Sorry,
Yeah.
remind me which one's the concentration one?
The one that looks like a watch.
A watch.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's the one.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Next is the priest.
Okay, right, so the priest has no intention of letting you kill his son, and so he's going to... Okay, he can't actually see his son, so can't use Sanctuary, but he can use the Sacred Flame to try and blast his way towards... So, Prince Rimuru, can you make a dex save, please?
Dexterity save.
Yes, please. Okay, 11. I think that does it. Oh no, it doesn't. It's just a fail. There you go. So, so radiance just just comes down from you, seemingly from the ceiling, and you take 8 radiant damage.
8.
8 radiant damage. Yep. Oh, so I've just realised your token was showing before I read your thing. Yeah. You can mark it down in your token if you'd like, but it should definitely be on the D&D Beyond.
Alright, next is Christina.
I will take a crossbow shot at the vampire.
Go for it. Oh, so that would be a D20 to hit, plus the modifier and whatever. It's just not come through yet.
There it is.
Okay. So yeah, as I said, he's not like restrained. It's just like a thing that's wrapped around him and tied to the wall, so he's able to dodge that.
Doesn't she have advantage because of the imp helping her?
Oh, is the imp helping?
So I gave her the help action. Sorry, yes, I should have reminded you of that. Yeah, you get a...
Oh, cool.
get another
then
shot.
absolutely.
Much better.
Yeah.
That's gonna hit. Okay. Right, so that's 7 damage, 3 of which goes through. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Shooting. That's me.
Okay.
Next is the prince.
What's the plan?
You there?
Hello?
Where is that for me?
Yeah,
Yep.
your turn.
Oh, sorry. I switched off there. I'm so sorry. Is that the priest that's next to me?
That's correct.
Can I just punch him?
Absolutely.
Just to knock him out, because I don't think I've got a spell to put him to sleep.
No, it's fine.
Unarmed strike.
Do you have Shocking Grasp?
Sorry?
I was just asking if you have Shocking Grasp, because that's...
I don't.
Oh no, you have. Sorry, you have Chill Touch, which isn't a melee. Anyway, sorry. Yeah. 16 to hit will hit. Is it just 1 point of damage?
I just want to knock him out.
Yeah, it's just
It's 1
point.
plus your strength modifier, so I think it will be. Which will all go through.
Next up is Snake Boy.
Okay, carry on with the same thing. Eldritch Blast.
That's a hit.
And that's 8 damage on
All
his son
goes
again.
through.
Fantastic. No bonus actions from me this time.
That's alright.
Alright, I am up. These are pillars, right?
Yeah. So they will impede your shooting if it goes if it goes through one of them.
Alright.
Yeah, that's fine. Is it? Yeah.
Then I'm just gonna cast Ray of Frost on the priest.
Go for it.
That's
going to be a miss, I'm afraid.
Alright, then that is my turn. Goes on to the familiar.
Okay, so it's the familiar will help. So that's the imps go. So if I put, I don't know, like helping hand or something. Oh no, I use the hand for grappled. We'll put the love one. No one's getting charmed here.
Yay!
It's showing its affection by helping. There we go.
Alright, next is Sun.
Okay, gonna try and break free again. That's gonna be a 9, unable to break free.
Alright,
And that's their action.
Lucille.
Okay. The priest wasn't knocked out or was knocked out?
Wasn't knocked out. It took 1 point of damage.
Okay. Let's get rid of that for a second. Okay. I was trying to be a little bit passive at first, but yeah, this isn't going very well.
The priest has unleashed the divine wrath upon you.
Yeah.
I think there's a pillar in the way, but you could get up to shoot.
Well, it was more running. I was trying to figure out how far potentially.
Oh, gotcha. Pillars won't impede that because you'd be doing it square by square.
Okay. Just trying to figure out because I have reach 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 25. Yeah, so I'm gonna give up. I'm gonna run across to here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to swing at him with my whip.
Go for it.
12, and I think that hits.
I'm afraid that's just a miss.
Yeah. Cool.
Oh, well, hang on. Well, anyway, it is a miss.
And then that is my go.
All right, next is priest.
Okay, Sacred Flame again. Can the prince make me a dex save, please?
Let's hope this one's successful.
Mm-hmm. I'm afraid not. So that's going to be 7 radiant damage.
Ow.
Oh my god, I'm gonna die soon. Oh no.
Okay, Christina, you're up.
I'll take the crossbow shot.
I'll go for it. That's going to be a hit. Oh, you have advantage, so you can check for the crit. No worries, the 19 still hits. So 10 damage, 5 of which goes through.
All right, next up is Prince.
I'm still gonna get my revenge on the priest for hitting me again.
Mm-hmm.
So I will. What can I do to him that won't kill him? I think all the spells I have are lethal.
If it makes you feel any better, he's been trying to lethal you.
I do have a spell here, but I don't know what it is. I can't pronounce the word, but it's something to do with snowball swarm.
Oh, yeah, I can't pronounce it either. Snilox Snowball. Like you say, it's basically Colin's Snowball Swarm, but like the guy who created this insisted on having his character's name be him backwards or something. So that's the story behind how that got its name. But you can absolutely do that. So you can cast some snowballs behind the priest, so the priest takes some damage from that. Absolutely.
I posted turn order in the chat. I have to go now, unfortunately, so I'm just gonna play support. I'm gonna cast False Life at 2nd level on myself next turn and get between the prince and the priest.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that's fine.
I'm just
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
So do you want me to do the wall thing?
You can do if you'd like. If you want to cast it, then the priest makes a dex save. Okay, so that's going to be plus the dexterity modifier. That's going to be an 18 to save. So does it do half damage on a successful save?
Yeah.
Okay, then he takes 4 cold damage. So priest is bloodied. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Would it be
Kamir
okay?
seems to be offering to take your space if you step back.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, it will provoke an opportunity attack, but the priest only has unarmed strikes at this point.
I'll just move right here.
Yeah. So the priest does try to punch you, but that'll be like a... Yeah, it's going to be a 10 to hit. And I know that your armor class is at least 13. I think it's 14.
Yeah, it's 14.
Yep. So, yeah. Oh, and that's the priest reaction spent as well, by the way. Yeah. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'm not sure because my hit points are really low. I'm not sure if I can do anything about it just now or wait until this fight's over.
That's alright. I'm sure someone will toss you a healing potion at after the fight. But that's alright. Okay.
My turn.
Who's next?
Okay, so up next we have it's Camille. No, Ashless. Up first with Camille on deck, but obviously Camille, we've got the things kind of already planned.
Okay, so try and think here. He'll go eventually, so I'll try this again. Oh, he's already got a thing planned with the priest, hasn't he? So I won't do that. I'll just try with me Eldritch Blast as normal on the sun. 14.
Okay, sorry. 14 is just the mist. I forgot he has natural armor as well as his dex. So
Okay, no, it's alright. Fair enough. That'll be me done then.
Okay, who's next?
Which brings us to Camille, who did say what he wanted to happen in his turn.
He said he wanted to cast False Life and move up. So if I just put... So False Life is 1d4 plus 5, which I'll roll openly for you all. And he said he wanted to cast it at second level, so it's 1d4 plus 4 plus 5, so that'd be 12 temporary hit points.
Okay, cool. We'll try and keep a note of that somewhere. Okay, so if that's his go, that brings us to the Familiar's go, with the sun up next.
So, is the Familiar just helping?
Oh, I thought, Familiar. I'll just help Christina again. Yeah.
That's alright. And it's the sun's go after that?
Yep, now the sun with Lucille on deck.
Cool. I forgot the sun also has a regeneration trait, which we'll go through now. So some of his wounds seem to close, and then he's going to try and break free. That is going to be a 15, which was the DC I set. The sun is now free to move. He's used his action, but he is going to move up to Christina.
Okay.
And that'll be the sun's go.
Okay, so Lucille with the priest on deck. So I am... I'm going to try and attack him with my whip again. I have 10 feet reach, so he should still well be within my reach.
Absolutely.
And he should have... I should have sneak attack potentially now.
You'll have sneak attack. In addition, if you want, you can use your bonus action to, steady aim to get advantage.
You don't need to roll... I might as well roll advantage anyway, just because it's fun. Bonus action, steady aim, attack 1, 10, I'm assuming that misses. But a 23 with an advantage.
23 hits, that's why we roll with advantage.
Bringing it to 16 points of damage, 6 slashing, 10 sneak attack.
And that is magical. All of that is going through.
Yes. Okay.
Why has it done that?
I think that was easy.
It's because I always fat finger my enter key, so I entered a hash.
I do that all the time.
Yeah.
Or instead of taking off, just turning it to the number I was supposed to be taking off. Yeah.
Okay, so that brings us to the priest's go with Christina on deck.
Okay, well, now that there's actually a way clear, this priest has no intention of just blasting his way through if he doesn't have to. So he's just going to try and shove Camille prone and walk over him. Now, the priest just rolled a nat 20 on his athletics check to push over, which doesn't necessarily mean an auto success, but it does mean Camille's going to have to roll a pretty high athletics or acrobatics. So Camille's acrobatics is +2. So if I open roll that for you all. Yeah, Camille's getting shoved prone. We'll do that for prone. Father Donovich is going to walk over him. So 10. Yeah, so it's gonna get as close as he can. So 10. Like that. This will provoke opportunity attacks from both Asislus and Camilla.
Okay, yeah. Oh, I can't. I've got nothing I can do in an opportunity attack with.
You've got an unarmed strike, but if you
It does
spend
no
as
damage.
eight, that'll
Yeah.
do no damage.
Yeah.
I don't know if Camille had his rapier drawn, so I think Camille's in the same boat. No, Camille's not in the same boat. He does 1 damage when he hits with an opportunity attack. So we'll roll that with disadvantage.
While
'cause
he's lying
prone.
on the ground.
Yeah, he's prone,
Stab
but
up.
that's just disadvantage.
Yeah.
But disadvantage is still enough to hit. So the Father Donovich is taking 1 damage.
Nice.
There we go. Oh, and Donovich can use his bonus action, can't he? Which he will use to cast Sanctuary on his son.
Okay.
And that's gonna be his go.
Fair enough. What did Sanctuary do again?
So, in order to harm a sanctified creature, you need to make a Wisdom save or choose a new target or lose the attack. Now, if his son immediately continues going on a rampage and makes an attack, he will lose Sanctuary extremely quickly, which is extremely likely. But there we go. That's a father's love for you.
Okay, so that's the end of the priest's go, which brings us to Christina.
You got a thing within 5 feet of you. What's the plan?
I'm gonna rage, which will set off a wild magic surge. If I
Cool.
can find the table. Do.
Use the D100 table.
D8. Don't you want to use that D100 table? If you fireball yourself now, that's gonna be everyone dead except Camilla. I had someone wipe out an entire party do that, trying to charm a guard.
I've heard somebody manage to do it in the first session in the pub where they all like met and just immediately set off a wild magic surge, killed everybody.
But sorry, what's your wild magic doing, Christina?
Trying to find. I need to roll a D8.
8, I think.
Okay. This is number 8.
A bolt shoots from your chest. Another creature of your choice that you must see within 30 feet of you must make a con save or take 1d6 radiant damage. And be blinded until the start of your next turn. Oh, that's a good one.
I'll direct that at the vampire.
Yeah, now he is sanctified, and that is neither an attack nor a harmful spell. So you, the sanctuary, the sanctuary doesn't protect against that. So, con save. That's gonna save. Yeah, that's gonna save, I'm afraid.
Okay.
It's a 23. Is there anything else you want to do with your go? Oh no, so yeah, because you've got your action, don't you?
Yeah. I will punch the priest.
Go for it. If you hit, you'll knock him out because you do, I think, 4 damage. Well, 6 damage, don't you?
Done.
Advantage.
Ooh, with
Got
advantage. Do a second roll. Yeah. Okay. 12. 12 will do it. So, do you want to just knock him out, or do you want to kill him?
Knock him out.
Cool. So we'll do the sleepy one. To say he's knocked out. That'll be like 1d4 hours. So you don't have to worry about that for the duration of this fight. The sanctuary remains up because it's not a concentration, but is likely to end soon.
If that's the end of Christina's go, that brings us to the prince.
Is that screaming person the boy?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go closer and I'm gonna use ice knife and stab him.
Okay.
Hopefully, but I'll get closer to him. Obviously.
Is ice knife friendly fire? Yes, it is.
Alright,
Christina will have to make a save. If you do ice knife there, you could potentially knock out yourself and injure Christina.
I've got other stuff that might work.
That's alright.
I think my illusion might hit. So, you know.
Minor illusion isn't a damaging spell. It just creates like an apparition of something. And I don't think the vampire spawn is going to be distracted. It smells blood.
I don't think the snowball one does damage, does it?
Fun?
The snowball one.
A snowball one does damage.
I'll do that. Can I do that one again, or?
Yeah. So you started your turn here, so you could just move up a space and cast Snowball Swarm behind, the sun, and that way you don't have to get within melee range.
So did you see about here?
Here, yeah.
Okay,
So that would force him to make a dex save. That's going to be a 22 to save, but it's still half as much on a success, so you can still roll the damage.
It's gone through. You might have to cast it again because I don't think I pressed it right.
Oh, if you type in /R 3d6, sorry, /R space 3d6, that'll roll the damage.
So slash.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm a bit slow with
That's
dyslexia. The slash. Was it an R?
Yeah, R for Romeo, and then 3 Delta 6.
Damn. I need to really work on things like that. Oh. Okay.
So it should look like, yeah, that's fine. Okay, so it's taking 6 cold damage. Oh, actually, sorry. Oh, no, that's an area spell. So yeah, no, yeah, Sanctuary didn't affect those. Go for it. Yeah. So is there anything else you'd like to do? Bonus action, whatever.
Yeah, I'm just seeing what actions I've got. Because I've only played Ruru for one shots.
That's alright.
I've got actions here, but I've never ever used these ones, which is distant spell and extended spell.
Oh, that's meta magic. I don't think either of these have durations, and the range isn't an issue here. I don't think you. I'm not. I'm not sure you have any bonus actions. I'll check. Bonus action. Okay. Oh yeah, just the conversion of sorcery points into spell slots. So yeah, unless it's so I think that's probably all you're able to do.
Yeah, it's my turn then.
Okay, who's next?
Okay, so that brings us to the top of the round. Ashisless, you're up.
Yeah. Okay.
Donovan
I know I'm
won't
gonna have to.
provide cover, nor will the allies, so you're free to shoot.
Yeah, fair enough. And I'll need to make a wisdom save, or a wisdom check.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save to see if I can actually hit him.
You're proficient in those, but I'm afraid you'll have to pick a new target or forfeit the attack.
I will forfeit the attack. I don't think there's anything else I want to do.
That's all right.
No, I will forfeit the attack.
Okay, who's next?
That brings us to Kamir.
Right, so, I mean, Kamir's gonna stand up, I think that's fair to say. So that will use 15 feet of movement. And if he uses another 15 to get to here... unless anyone actually wants to play as him, I imagine he'd use Frostbite to try and shut this, to try and limit this thing's attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Okay. Okay, the thing's saved, but it's a good idea in theory. But yeah, and that's Kamir's go, because I don't think there's any bonus actions.
That's fine. That brings us to the Familiar's go with the vampire up next.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, Christina's raging now, so she's pretty tough as she is, so I'll go and give advantage to me drinking, buddy.
Nice. Thank you very much.
Right.
Okay.
So yeah, that brings us to the vampire.
Okay, so I was able to regenerate some of those wounds, and then then makes the attacks. So it can make a claw attack and a bite attack. So the claw attack is going to be a crit. Okay. So that is going to be 15 slashing damage, which it's going to do. Yeah, it's going to do the slashing damage, which you'll be able to halve to 7. Oh, and it needs to grapple you to bite. Yeah, so it's going to do a second claw attack then. Yeah. So 15 damage that Christina will halve to 7, and then it's the second attack. The second attack is going to be an 18 to hit.
That's a hit.
Okay. But it's not going to deal any damage. It's just going to grapple you instead. As he grapples you, he readies to drain you by your wounds. No, sorry, I didn't mean to put the prone on him. I meant to put the grapple on you. And that is going to be the creature's go.
Cool, that brings it to my go. I have advantage, so I am just gonna swing with my whip once again. I would say bonus steady aim for sneak attack, but I think I already get it. Nope. That's another 23 to hit.
Okay, 23 hits.
With a total of 14 points of damage.
And all of that is going through. That is magical damage.
I'm good. The priest's unconscious, so that's fine. Yeah. So yeah, that's my go, bringing us to the priest.
Oh, so the priest is unconscious.
Oh yeah, sorry. Sorry, Christina.
I can set off that wild magic effect as a bonus action that I rolled.
Absolutely. Do that. Okay, so he's making a con save. Okay, he rolled a 2. So he will be taking that 1d6 radiant damage and will be blinded, giving him disadvantage on attack rolls. Cool, 4 radiant damage. All of that goes through. So you know how he has this regeneration trait that allows some wounds to close up? His wounds stop closing up. And you've still got your action. You can make attacks, or you can try and use your action to break the grapple.
I'll attempt to break the grapple.
Okay. So that would be an athletics check, which you make with advantage because you're raging. Don't bother checking for the crit. That's you ungrappled.
Is that Christina's action?
Yeah, that was my action.
It is.
Okay, brilliant.
And bonus action's gone as well.
That brings us to the prince.
I'm going to use magic missiles.
Okay, those automatically hit, so we don't need to worry about attack rolls. So yeah, you can just roll the damage.
I just roll damage, which is D1d4 plus 1.
Yep, and it's 3 of those missiles.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, 12 force damage, which all goes through. This spawn is bloodied.
There's not much else I can do where I am, so I'll end my turn there.
That's
Okay,
alright.
that brings us to the top of the round. Ashisless.
Okie dokie. Has he lost Sanctuary now?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So.
And he's blinded, which means attack rolls against him have advantage.
Oh, okay, cool.
23 will hit.
12 damage.
Okay. All goes through.
Cool. That'll be me done.
Okay.
That's Kamir's go with the familiar on deck.
Come here. Right. Okay, no point frostbiting when disadvantage on blinded. I don't want to make him use resources that he might not want expended. But, you know, Ray of Frost is still as good as ever. I mean, it is with advantage after all. Okay, with advantage, that's going to be like 22 or something, which will hit. For 7 cold damage, which will all go through.
Okay, if that's his go, that's the familiar with the the familiar with vampire on deck.
Yeah, okay, still just giving you advantage, giving you help action.
Wonderful, thank you very much.
That's alright. The vampire is unable to regenerate this turn, but we'll try and grapple Christina with the claws, and then bite if with the second attack if the first attack lands. So the first attack is the claw attack is gonna be a 17 to hit. Does that hit?
Yeah.
Is that with disadvantage because he's blind?
Yes, it is.
Okay, Just a second.
Yep. I presume a 17 hits.
Yes.
So you're grappled, which means it can do its bite attack. Again with disadvantage. Okay, with disadvantage, that's a dirty 20. So that's what I thought. Okay, so that's going to be 6 piercing damage that you can halve to 3, plus 8 necrotic damage, which you cannot halve to 3, unless you've got a character feature saying you can. Your hit point maximum is reduced by the 8 necrotic damage, and it will regain hit points equal to that amount as it drains you. So I presume from 11 damage you're still up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay. Brings it to my go.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna roll with that whip with advantage.
Yep. You can get it from 3 different sources now.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's only a 13, so I'm assuming that misses.
It does, I'm afraid.
Yeah, okay. That is my go then. Bringing us to Christina.
Raven's on your shoulder, just shaking its head at you.
I know.
Oh, I've got. I need to mark the grapple on you, but yeah. So you still get to do your bonus action thingy-do.
Yeah, I'll set that off.
Okay, so that's a con save for it. It fails the con save, so takes the radiant damage and remains blinded.
Damage again. 1d6.
Okay. So, you know it's going to stop regenerating itself. There we go.
Is that Christina's go?
Oh, she's still got her action. So you can either make an attack roll with advantage to try and kill it, or an attack roll with advantage to break the grapple.
Break the grapple.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, fair enough. It can only bite when grappled, and its bite attack is the nasty one. Okay. Grapple broken.
Okay. That brings us to the prince.
Am I able to use magic missiles again?
Yep. You've still got slots for it.
So it's the same again.
Same again. Same again, yeah. 12 force damage. This thing is not looking good.
It's not dead yet.
Mm-hmm.
Which brings us to the top of the round, Ashesless.
Okay. Try again then. Still blind, isn't he? Yeah.
It's a crit.
So that's 13.
How do you want to finish him
12.
off?
Oh, I feel bad because he is the bloke's son, but he is unconscious. Just make his head explode, filled with energy from the Eldritch Blast, and his head just burst.
Great. Not only do you kill his son, he now has to do a closed casket funeral.
Okay.
Well, but nevertheless, with that, he does fall dead.
Cool. Can I tie the priest up if we're out of initiative?
Yeah, someone
Do I have
somewhere
rope?
has rope.
Yeah. I've got a plan, but it's just not very ethical. You remember how I told him to show us the way down here? that spell lasts for 8 hours. So we can keep him tied up, get the burgomaster to bring the body over here, and I can tell him that he has to do the funeral.
Mm-hmm.
He might pass the save though next time.
Yeah, I'm not vibing with that. Yeah. Yeah, it's a tricky one.
Do you loot either of the bodies?
No.
Yeah, no.
No.
Mhm.
I doubt the vampire has anything.
He
The
bit
vampire
me.
does not have loot.
We're not mugging a priest.
He bit me.
The priest didn't.
No, the vampire bit me.
I'll mug the priest.
Huh? Okay. So, what does the priest have? I mean, the priest does his vestments if you really want to. Anyway, but I think the most notable thing worth taking is he does have, some incense on him in a censer. And he has a holy symbol that looks to be vaguely magical.
Like that.
Okay.
Or maybe we'll
You
use
can
it.
do an Arcana check to work out what it does. And if anyone here has the Identify spell, they can give that a go.
I'll
Then
do
Camilla has it.
I'll do Arcana.
I don't have it, and I'm not helping with this anyway. This is wrong.
Okay. So you're able to work out what this thing does. I'll get a proper description in for your inventory next week. But suffice to say, this is an amulet of the Morning Lord, and what it allows the user to do is it allows them to attune to magical items. Let's see. I've got the description here. Okay. So So whilst attuned to this item, the user is considered to be a cleric or paladin for magical items that require you to be so. Additionally, once per day, you may use the amulet to use the Turn Undead Channel Divinity, regardless of whether you have Channel Divinity. So that's what it does, basically. You get the effect of the Turn Undead Channel Divinity and the ability to use magic items that otherwise would require you to be a cleric or paladin.
Okay, well, team, I think let's get this
sorry.
priest upstairs.
So there's another bit. And you can cast the ceremony spell once per day. That's the other one. So I'll get a proper description in for next week, but that is the thing that you've looted.
Yeah, team, shall we get this priest upstairs and
Yeah.
see if we can get him to come round and then persuade him that tell him that what we did really was necessary and that, let's just have a couple of funerals,
Yeah. I'll have a word with a bartender. He can put on a good wake.
Yeah. Plenty of potato wine,
Right,
beer thing. And yeah, let's just go from there, I guess.
Yeah.
This isn't gonna go poorly at all.
It's all there.
Okay, so the plan is to put the priest somewhere into church, and put the priest in the church somewhere, convince him to do the ceremony, magically or otherwise, but get the bartender to do a wake and have a funeral for tomorrow. Is that the basic plan?
Sounds
Yeah.
like a good plan to me.
I was
I'm
gonna
up for
say,
it.
sounds like a
potentially
great-
this evening if you want a funeral at midnight.
No, we'd probably wait until it was daylight.
Yeah, let's have a
Okay.
long rest before we attempt it. Although somebody needs to be here to watch the priest.
Mm-hmm.
I can volunteer. Actually, I could do with me spell slots back. But yeah, I can. We can take it when watches. We could sleep in the church.
Well, I mean, you're not taking a long rest until we start getting towards evening time, because
Yeah.
evening time, because it's still early morning.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, that is a thing you can do.
Mm.
So I think it would be good if we called the session here, and we'll go through. I mean, if anything happens during the rest of the day, we'll do that. And we'll do the funeral, whatever, next session.
If we get a funeral to happen.
Well, that's true. I mean, but what is a funeral really but a ceremony?
I see.
Technically, none of us are priests, but yeah, we could see.
If only there was something that could make you do some.
Only there was a magical item. Yes.
Yeah.
Dunno. Don't do that magic thing.
I've seen it. Yeah.
Does anyone by any chance have some vaguely magical things that look like gibberish?
Nope. Ain't got none.
Don't think so.
Okay, well, maybe the amulet the holy symbol could shed some light on these things. Who knows?
You mean the amulet that can cast ceremony once per day?
Yeah, that one.
Would that be the one? Yeah.
Did you by any chance encounter a bunch of gibberish written down, and also a protection from poison thing? Which also looks like gibberish to all of you except the druid at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe the symbol could be used for that. Who knows?
Well,
You'd have to
Find
attune
out.
to it and pass around the gibberish. But yeah, we'll get that sorted for next session. In the meantime, I hope you've had a good one.
yeah, it
That
was
was
good fun. Thank you.
Yeah, so the next session would be December the 11th. Are people doing things on that date?
No.
I've got nothing planned.
No, I'm good.
Neither do I. I'm normally busy that day, but this year I'm actually not. So that should be alright.
Yeah, works for me.
Well, what day is that? The 11th? That's
Yeah.
Sunday, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, I
So
should
I'm
tell you,
pretty sure-
December the 25th is completely out of bounds.
Yeah, I figured.
I for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Oh, boo.
But yeah, which is a terrible shame because there's only like a few weeks of the year that I'm like legally allowed to use Christmas music for battle themes. But today's the first Sunday of Advent, so that was a remix of Carol of the Bells playing.
I thought I recognised the tune, but I couldn't quite place it.
It's in the public domain. Its lyrics are copyrighted, but no one was singing, so that's fine.
Oh, if it was Christmas carols, I'll probably be singing along. Especially if it's like Silent Night, Angels sing. There's loads. My mom's. It's because my mom's Christian. I've grew up with nearly every single Christmas carol on the planet.
We're about to raid out. We need to say goodbye to church.
Oh, that's right.
But
So, first of all, I'd just like to give credit to the materials used in these. The maps of this session were all from DM Andy, and the music was from Alexander Nakarada. There was a lot of art from Wizards. The token art was from Wizards of the Coasts.
Bye, Twitch.
We hope you had a
Really
good
don't.
session.
It was good.
Hi, thank
I
you.
had
Right,
fun.
I did too. It was good. Thank you.
Yeah, no, it's
I'm going to
brilliant.
go get some sleep because I'm working. So thank you very much, everybody. I shall see you next time.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye-bye.